Hi everyone, it's Emma's here. I just want to talk to you about alcohol inks, which are great little things and they react differently on different surfaces. So today one of my favourite things is to use this plumber's tape that you can buy from any hardware store. And what I do is to very roughly cover a sheet of cardstock with this stuff. I'm just going to do it very roughly here. Just make sure that you don't leave, it doesn't matter how roughly you do it really, it doesn't matter if there are bubbles or wrinkles, but the one thing that you do want to make sure is that you don't have any lines in between your layers of tape, because otherwise the ink will settle onto the paper and you won't get the right effect. Okay, so you cover the whole sheet. Don't worry about the seam, that's fine. Cover the whole sheet like that and stuff to the paper. And then what I did was cut out some flowers using the George cartridge. I used the shift flower for this. It's my favourite flower because it's a little bit funky looking. So cut those out and then I ran them through the clutterbud so that they've got some nice texture. You can see the seam where the paper was, but that really, it doesn't seem to matter on the finished article. So next I've got the alcohol ink applicator. This is by Tim Holtz, and you just put a little square, a rectangle of felt on it like so. And I'm using 4 of my favourite colours, which are Stream, Lettuce, Cranberry and Caramel. Just be careful, because if you add too much in the way of ink, then you get a sort of a muddy effect. So what I do is usually put 3 colours on, so I'm just going to put some tiny drops of caramel, and lettuce, and the Stream. Be sure you cover your work surfaces because this can get really messy. And then you just get the applicator and you pounce on it. Quite like that. That looks quite pretty just as it is. But to intensify the colour a little bit, I'm just going to add a few more blobs of caramel. And I'm going to go in with some cranberry. So, really pretty. We'll do the others. Last time I did this I was wearing a new pair of shorts and I managed to splatter it all over myself. I'm such a messy worker. I might spend a little bit more time when I'm not actually demoing it for you. But in fact, the less time you mess around with it, the better it is, because if you keep adding too much, then you do get this rather messy, muddy look to it all. Ginger is another nice colour. I think it's called ginger. Okay. It dries instantly, obviously, because it's alcohol, so you don't have to worry about getting your hands messy once you've finished it. Just curve the petals round just a tiny little bit. Pop the flowers together. And stick a brad in the middle. And there you go. I hope the camera's picking this up. Really, really pretty. And obviously you don't only have to cut flowers, you can cut all sorts of things out. And the finished cards look really nice. I used a craft background because the flowers are so impressive. They make the card. You only need a very simple card. It really does have a wow factor.